So we have a group of 19 investors that are in the early stages of developing a resort in the Brewerville area. The same Brewerville area that I said we're going to be building a community project in. Similar to the community project, this resort project is looking to solve issues in Liberia, particularly with the short-term modern accommodations for Airbnb and hotels in the country. If you haven't seen the other video where I talked about the community project, I'm going to leave a link down in the description. Let me let you guys know exactly what we plan on achieving with this project. Welcome back to the channel. This is Liberian Connection, looking to connect Liberians all across the world and also looking to shed some light on some projects that I'm involved in, hoping to motivate and inspire you guys to invest in Liberia. If you're new to the channel and you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and do so now. Also, go ahead and smash that like button before we get started. It'll help the YouTube push this video to more Liberians and more Africans out there. So last year was my first time going back to Liberia ever since I left the country when I was 2 years old. So when I was going back, my boy was like, hey, when you come back, just go ahead and crash for me over here. No need to rent a place. We got a room for you and everything. So I was like, all right, cool. I make it over there, and come to find out, little did I know, the average person in Liberia does not have running water, constant electricity, generator, AC, a lot of things we're used to over here in America they just don't have. And I was not in tune with Liberia or even Africa because I hadn't been back so long. So I didn't know that, you know, people were still living like this. So I was over there for 30 days and living like a straight Liberian, living in Liberia, thugged it out. So I came back with my stripes for sure. So when I went back this year, or when I was planning to go back this year, my cousin and my sister were going with me, and my cousin hadn't been back since he left when he was a child, and my sister hadn't been back in like over 10 years. So I definitely didn't want to put them through that. We needed something more accommodating to what we're used to, the more modern lifestyle. So we looked online for Airbnbs, and you know, we didn't want to stay in a hotel because the hotel is so lame. Like, you just get one room, you just come back at the end of the day and you just stay in that one room. We wanted something that we can interact with each other, a living room, a kitchen, we can cook some food, you know, have that family time and still have a good time. And the lack of modern accommodations in Liberia is scary. Like, there's barely any. Like, the listings on Airbnb is straight trash, misleading, just a bunch of things wrong with it. But somebody pointed us in the right direction, gave us a good referral to a really nice Airbnb. And even though it was really higher, we played a premium, like $120 a night for a 2-bedroom. That was cool. We really didn't mind because we had everything we needed. There was AC in every room, AC in the living room, hot water. For whatever reason, people don't use shower curtains in Liberia. They just have the toilet next to the shower. I don't like that whole idea. So this spot had a glass shower enclosed in, so it was perfect. And you know, next time I'm thinking about going back to Liberia, I'm thinking about maybe renting the same spot, even though it's really expensive. Like I said, it's something that we're more used to. And when we travel, even though, you know, we're going for mostly business, but we still want to feel like we still like in a vacation area, or, you know, at least be comfortable, something that we're kind of used to. So that really got my mind thinking, like, how many other people feel the same way? How many other people coming from America or other countries that wouldn't mind paying a higher premium for Airbnb or a short-term hotel-like stay, like that's like an apartment? So it seems like a great business model to me, especially if you can market it the right way. So that planted a little seed in my head that one day I want to build my own resort that I can implement modern accommodations, all those things I mentioned, and at the end of the day make a nice profit, because people really need this in this country. So I even went and purchased some nice acres on the beach for like a future plan to build my own resort. So I forgot about it. We was doing the community project. All the lands were sold. We're getting ready to start on some projects. And my friend Emma came to me with the idea, like, why don't we kind of put money together and like we'll build each other house. So like everybody put money together, we'll build one person house, then we'll put money together, build the other person house, almost like a susu kind of thing. So I was like, okay, well, if I put my own money there and build somebody's house, then it's time to build my house, and that person's telling me they don't got money, but their house is built, then we're gonna have some issues. So what's really stopping somebody from quitting after their house is built? So I feel like her mindset, her ideas were in the right direction. Just, I don't think it would have worked out with everybody just building each other a house. Like I said, anybody can drop out anytime, and what are you really gonna do? So I was like, well, why don't we just come together as a group, whatever that group is, we buy a collective land and we just build on that land. And something we could build is like a hotel or a Airbnb or something short-term stay. But instead of doing something like similar to what everybody else is doing, let's do something that's more modern, somewhere that has these things that we discussed that we don't have, like, what I mean, like the hot water heater, have good pressure on the water. We've been to some places that they have water, but the pressure is not enough. You still got to put the water in the bucket. AC units in every room in the living room, a generator, because we know that power is not constant in Liberia, and some spots it goes out frequently. So if the power go out and your AC go out, it defeat the purpose of having AC if the power is going out. So you need some sort of generator or solar or something. So why don't we come together as a group and put our money towards this project where we can build like a hotel or Airbnb kind of thing, and we can do that instead, so we're not building each individual's house. So we agreed on it. We talked about it for another week or two. We put things together, plans together. We went pushing the concept out there. We did a couple of lives on YouTube, and people were really blown back by the idea. We had a bunch of emails come in, people wanting to join. So we took like another 2 to 3 weeks just vetting people, trying to find the right people that were a good fit for what we were trying to do with this project. So we narrowed it down. We got 20 people in there, and that's pretty much how this resort concept started. And this resort is actually at the end of this community, so it's where the beach is, right behind the community. So we were with the community in this road project, and now the road is right up to the resort, and the resort is about to finish the road and take it a little closer to the beach. We also built a culvert, a drain system on the side of that road, because the water was just sitting there on the side and the water had to go somewhere. And the next project we have coming up is finishing the road and also building a separate water system for this resort, and the community will have a separate water system as well. And we wanted to have a good amount of people in this group so we could split the costs and just lessen the burden, because this is a bigger project. So this is the layout right here that I'm sharing with you guys. This is what we want the area to look like. We're gonna have about 4 of these units, at least minimum. And when I say unit, I mean this building right here. So it's gonna be 9 apartments, 3 stories, 2 on each floor. And each apartment is gonna be 2-bedroom, master bedrooms, bathrooms that are two master bathrooms, 1 guest bathroom, living room, kitchen, open floor plan, and a balcony that's like a wraparound balcony, so you can see the ocean and you can also see the environment. So we're gonna have about 4 of these units to build in. We're also planning on building a restaurant. Now the restaurant is gonna have like this clear glass wall concept. So even though you're in the restaurant, you can still look outside and see the pool, maybe even see the ocean. And we want this restaurant to be open to the public. We don't want it to just be resort members. We feel like we can make good income from this restaurant, especially if we get the right kind of setup, right employees going over there, the right kind of food. We're already creating the atmosphere, so the demand is going to be there. We just got to make sure to have all the right things in place. We also want to have an outdoor bar area, to where you can still see the pool, the ocean. So we want to have a pool right there next to the ocean. And we're also planning on having like a laundromat center for the guests to do their laundry, because we're not going to be able to fit a laundry room in each of the units. So we're going to have a separate area for that, and maybe even try to set up some kind of laundry service where the employees can pick up the laundry from the certain rooms, do the laundry, fold it up, bring it back over there, trying to create that kind of service. So we're also going to have a boys' quarter for the employees that are going to be working on the premises. And we're going to have 2 security posts for security guards who are constantly going to be on the premises. And we're also going to have a reception area when people come and they want to do the bookings and where their luggage will be. That's just the basics. We also want to have like different excursions going, things for guests to do, pretty much like a one-stop shop so they don't really have to go anywhere else. And we even want to plan like tours, maybe do some historic tours or take some guests into the city. Just do things like that that people normally wouldn't do if they didn't have somebody to take them in town or take them in the city. And we want to have shuttle buses, just the whole nine, make it a crazy experience. Now, obviously, we're still at the very early stages of this. We haven't started constructing on the unit yet. We're still fixing the road, the water system, and all these different things. We got security that's going to be coming to the premises in the next couple months. So we're still at the ground level of this project. So that's why I want to start documenting this so I can share with you guys. And mostly we're just doing this to inspire, try to let people know that it's possible for Liberians to come together and invest back in the country. We can work together. We can be on the same page. And hopefully, as we progress through these projects, you guys start to understand that. And more importantly, let's network. I've had a lot of people sending me messages from that last video I did. So I'm going to be putting a lot of information and a lot of names and emails in my database. And I also plan on doing a lot of lives on this channel. So make sure, guys, if you're not subscribed to the channel already, go ahead and do that. And while you're down there, always smash the like button. That definitely helps me out. So as far as power for this resort, like I talked about in the community project, I'm heavily leaning towards wind for the majority of the power, like wind turbines, because since we're right there on the ocean, the wind is nonstop. It's going all the time. And maybe we're going to use some solar to work hand in hand with the wind, but we want to make sure that it's an environment where power is not going out. We want to have constant power at all times. So however amount of solar panels we need, however amount of wind turbines we need to make this happen, that is our goal, constant electricity. So we definitely want to stand out from the rest of the hotels or Airbnbs that are trying to do the same thing. So if you guys have that on your list of things to do, hotel, Airbnb, it's crucial that you have constant electricity. Because some people come into the country, they work off Wi-Fi and off their laptops, and you want to create an environment where they can still come and stay at your Airbnb and still be able to get work done. So like I said, I'm going to be sharing my progress with you guys on this channel. I mean, we have a long way to go, but it's going to be really cool to look back at this and see how far we came. And let me tell you guys what's the icing on the top. The Brewerville community is right there. But my personal land where I'm going to be building my estates is directly across the street from this resort right here. So I pretty much get to see the resort from my compound and just kind of see what's going on over there, keep an eye on my investment, make sure things are going smoothly. Liberian people, if they feel like nobody watching them, they're going to do whatever. So got to make sure the employees know that, hey, there's always somebody around watching. So we got to maintain a higher standard. And also outside the community, my cousin and I have about 1.5 acres. We plan on doing like an automotive facility, something similar to what we have here in Atlanta. We want to do different automotive services. We want to offer rental cars, shuttle buses, maybe four-wheelers for excursions, dirt bikes, things like that. So we're really investing very heavily into this Brewerville area. We want to make this area like our ideal paradise location. If there's ever any land that come up for sale in this area, make sure you guys let me know that, hey, I'm interested in this. There's no land right now. I'm just saying, there's always land that's going to come up for sale in the future. So I'm just letting you guys know we're creating a crazy environment over here. So lands are going to be hot. Put your money to the side. And another thing, I'm not pitching for any investors. Like I said, we have 19 investors now, but we did start off as 20 investors. One person dropped off and we collectively came together as a group and decided that we would just move forward with 19 people. But, these are hard economic times, and as things progress, maybe another member or two could drop off. Who knows? We might vote as a group to just keep it a smaller group, or we might vote to pick somebody up. And who is that somebody? we never know. So if you guys feel like you'll ever want to be a part of this project or something similar, go ahead and just drop some kind of message in the comments. Put your email on there. Like I said, I want to start collecting emails. I want to form a database of Liberians who are on the same page, who are looking to invest, who are looking to basically take action in Liberia and stop all the talking, just ready to take action. And I don't have a call to action right now. I'm just making these videos, but somewhere down the line, I do want to, bring us together. That's why this channel is called Liberian Connection. I want us to connect and build this country and really just inspire others to do the same. I feel like if we do that enough, we could set the trend for the next generation, and we could really change this country. I mean, like a real change, not just politically or not just going on social media and talking about what could have been, what if. I'm talking about like really put action, get on the ground and start changing things. So that's what we about. Everybody that I work with, from the community members to the resort members, we're all about changing the country. That's our number one motive. Because profit, yeah, at some point profit is going to come, but we don't know at what point in this group. I mean, we got such a long way to go. This project, before we're 100% done with it, is easily over $1 million project. So who knows? We might be working on this project for years to come. But next year, early next year, first quarter, we're looking to break ground. We're looking to start in that first unit. And we've already come so far right now, even though we haven't even broke ground. Just by fixing that road, I mean, I don't think y'all understand how complex this road was. It's a 4,800 foot road that's a 2-lane road. And it just changed the whole dynamic of the game, make the area look different. I mean, the amount of emails and support and messages that I've been getting, it's really helping me keep pushing forward. I know times are not easy right now. When we first started these projects, we had no idea that we're in for economic recession, global economic collapse, brink of war, possibly World War III. I don't want to throw that out there, but I'm just saying all these things weren't going on when we first formed these groups. So, we could definitely use a lot of encouragement to move forward. And I appreciate all the encouragement that you guys have been giving me, especially my previous video. I don't take it for granted. And, it's really helping us move through. So I appreciate that. And once again, before I leave, if you guys are not subscribed to the channel, please do so now. Also smash that like button. It definitely helps me out. And just look out for more of these videos. I'm gonna be trying to drop them somewhat regularly. So let's connect, let's motivate, let's inspire, let's spread some good news about Liberia. There's too much negative already out there. Let's shed some light on what a great country this is. And, I'm positive that in the next 5-10 years, we're going to start seeing the change that we want to see in Liberia. All right, so I'm going to leave you guys off with that note. Look forward to the next video on this channel, and make sure you have that notification bell on. Other than that, I'm going to catch you guys next time around. Everybody be safe.